I don't know what I'm doing, and your kid's looking at you for like all of the guidance. And why did I start this? Hello, I am Ty-tiana, CEO of Write About It Co. And on this channel, I share my experience as an entrepreneur as well as a mother. Today, I thought it'd be fun to do a little get to know me, answer some frequently asked questions for any new subscribers or anyone who just has no idea who I am and you're wondering who this girl is, what the heck is her channel about. Well, I'm gonna answer all that today, so stay tuned. Like I said in the beginning, my name is Ty-tiana. It is just pronounced the way it's spelled, Ty-tiana. Yeah, and I am 27 years old. Yes, I do have children. I have 2 children. I have a little boy who's 2 years old, and I have a baby girl who is 4 months old. Say my favorite part about being a mom is my favorite part. My favorite part about being a mom is watching my children grow, just their development, like just how you give birth to this beautiful being and they go from like just being a baby, just kind of sitting there, just existing. And then my son is 2 years old and he's like a full person. I always say to my husband, like, he's online, he's in there, because he's saying new words every day. He's like being brave, adventurous, like wanting to climb and jump and like do all these amazing toddler things. And I think that's just my favorite part, like just watching them grow and learning them, getting to know my children, getting to know their personalities, what they like, what they don't like, and just being able to experience them and be along for the ride. I would say the most challenging thing about being a mom is self-doubt, doubting yourself as a mom, especially as a new mother. There's a lot of self-doubt, a lot of questioning. Am I doing this right? What the heck am I doing? How do I do this? As well as like learning on the fly, you know, like with parenting, I feel like there's a lot of on the job training, you know, because you don't really know what you're doing at all when you have a baby. You can read as many books as you want, you can go to as many parenting classes as you want, and ask all the advice, get all the unsolicited advice, like all the things, watch all the videos. But at the end of the day, the real stuff is like just in the moment things that like people can't really teach you or you can't learn in a book, just because every child is different, every family is different, everyone's triggers are different. And a lot of parenting I feel like is intuitive, as well as, yeah, that's the best way I know how to say it, is like intuitive and like on the job training. Sometimes you don't know the best outcome for a situation until you're in the situation, or until the situation has passed and you're reflecting like, was that the best outcome? Should I have responded differently? So that's the most challenging part of motherhood, is just constantly being like, am I doing this right? And almost constantly having to change your strategy of how you parent, because your child's changing every day, you're changing every day. And at least for me, like, I really want to be a good mom, and I feel like I am a good mom. But even in me feeling like I'm a good mom, I do feel like there's mistakes I've made in the 2 years that I've been a mother, almost 3 years. And it's just simply because you don't know what you don't know until you're in it. And that can be very challenging, because you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, and your kid's looking at you for like all of the guidance and everything. And you're just like, I literally am just like making this up as I go along, bud. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying my best to instill love and faith and courage and give you morals and make sure you feel loved and supported, and make sure you don't have the childhood like I did, you know? So that can be very challenging in motherhood. My biggest wish for my children would be that they are well-rounded adults. And what I mean by that is that my children have morals, that they are kind, that they love themselves, that they look in the mirror and they like themselves, they treat others well, they treat themselves well, and that they're just good people, and that they feel like they are a good person, and within their being they feel good about themselves and about the world around them. My wish for my children would also be to remain who they were at birth. And what I mean by that is my son, when he was born, since he was born, he's just funny. He's funny and he's the sweetest little boy. Anyone who ever meets him and gets to interact with him and gets past his shy phase, they're just always he's so sweet. He's so sweet. He's so kind. He's so sweet. And that's what I wish can remain for his entire life, is just that sweet core, that sweet being that he is. And the same with my daughter. Since she's been born, I mean, she's only 4 months now, but since she's been born, she has just been talking her entire life. From an hour old, she's just been babbling, blah, 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 always talking, always talking. And so that would be my wish for her, is that throughout her entire life, she continues to speak her mind, speak her truth. She continues to use her voice. She uses her voice to advocate for herself, advocate for others. And that's just my wish for my children, is that they continue to be who they are, and that as they grow, they don't allow this world, others, myself, their father, anyone to affect or mold who they are, that they just continue to be their wonderful, beautiful selves. So I started the channel to promote my business, Write About It Co., as well as share the behind the scenes of my business and share my journey as a mother and as an entrepreneur. Being a mom is my number one priority, which sometimes means I have to pause my business, such as when I was pregnant with my daughter. I had to pause how active I was on social media, as well as creating products for my business. Motherhood challenges me, it empowers me, it inspires me, and I feel like everything that is required of me to be a mom really just makes me better. And I take all of the experience, the knowledge, the inspiration, the empowerment that my family fills me up with, and that is reflected in the products that I make for my business, the products and the courses that I produce for my business. Such as my first collection, The Year of Me, was made because of my postpartum journey with my son. So if I didn't have the experience of giving birth to my first child and everything that came up during that postpartum, I wouldn't even have my first collection, The Year of Me. The Year of Me is a 365-day guided self-exploration journal centered around topics such as self-acceptance, grace, trust, self-confidence, as well as childhood wounds. You can expect behind the scenes and sneak peeks of me building my business, Write About It Co., as well as honest and open conversations about motherhood, womanhood, and healing from childhood wounds. You can also expect crafts, toddler-friendly crafts and mom vlogs, And of course, lots and lots of journaling, journal prompts, video journaling, and just good old pen and paper journal with me. I hope you felt like you got to know me a little bit more in today's video. If you have any other questions you would like me to answer, comment them down below. Until next time.